Welcome to the 10-minute back, neck, and chest foam rolling series. For this exercise, you'll need a mat and a foam roller. Some important reminders. You'll want to keep breathing deeply through all of these exercises. If it gets intense, continue to breathe as deeply as you can. Pressure similar to a massage is okay, but if you feel any pain, please stop. We'll start on the back with the foam roller positioned vertically. Be sure that your entire spine is supported from the base of the head all the way down the spine to the hips. Keep your feet flat on the floor and wide for a bigger base of support, and then begin rocking side to side to get comfortable on the roller. Once you find your balance, come back to stillness and reach the arms straight up overhead. Now reach one hand overhead and the other hand toward your hip. Try to keep the lower back in contact with the roller as you reach the arms. Move as slowly as you can, breathing with each stretch of the arm and trying to reach a little further with each breath. Continue to alternate the arms. And then bring both hands back to center and start to circle the arms both together, reaching overhead, out to the side, and back in front of the chest. Take a few big circles, opening the chest, letting your elbows, wrists, and hands fall wide to the side. And then stop at the top and reverse direction. Breathe deeply, inhaling to open the arms and exhaling to come back to center. Take one more and then meet with the hands right over the chest. And then you'll open the arms wide, bend the elbows, turn the palms up, and reach your arms out straight overhead. So arms ideally should be parallel with the floor. Reach out as you inhale, and then exhale to squeeze the elbows in and hug the shoulder blades down toward that roller. Inhale to reach out long, keeping the back down. Exhale to pull in. Now rotate the arms so that your fingertips reach up toward the ceiling. And you'll keep the elbows in position and then turn one palm down toward the floor and one palm up. So a cactus shape with your arms, and then you're just alternating. One hand faces up, rotating the shoulder, and then one hand faces down, rotating the opposite way. Now we'll move the roller to underneath the hips. You'll position it horizontally across the mat. Best way to do this is to slide off the side of the roller. And then lift your hips, place it underneath the sacrum. So not in your lower back. This shouldn't feel pinchy. Your sacrum, the bones of your hips, should be supported on the roller. Now draw your knees over to one side and make little circles. So knees come toward the chest and then down toward the floor. And then reverse the direction and circle back the other way. Trying to keep your belly engaged. And then start to march the feet. So one foot down, one foot up. Bring the knees back to center and then switch over to the other side, starting with circles. Keeping the navel hugging in toward the spine. And then reverse the direction of your circles. And then bring your knees out to the side and just begin alternating one foot toward the floor and then back up. Now we'll move into a stretch for the hip flexor. So hug one knee in and then reach the other leg out straight. Continue to hug that knee toward the chest to keep the spine in a neutral position. And allow your foot to reach out as far as you can. Heel can drop to the floor. Breathe as deeply as possible. Feel the stretch in the front of the hip and down the thigh of the straight leg. Now switch knees, hug the other knee into the chest, reach your opposite leg long, and then allow your heel to rest down on the floor, taking a few deep breaths here, hugging that knee in nice and tight to protect the spine. Now bring both feet down to the mat, and you can slide the roller out from under the hips. And we'll position the roller horizontally this time beneath the ribs, so middle of the back. And then position yourself with the elbows wide, hands supporting the head. Now you'll begin to roll up and down the length of the spine, so coming up toward the shoulder blades and just down to the bottom of the ribs. You can keep your hips off the floor for a little extra pressure, or keep the hips down if this is too intense. And then you can begin to rock to one side, moving along the side of the spine, keeping those elbows wide, trying to relax your head into your hands. And then drop the hips down and begin to rotate your chest toward the side wall. So you're rolling out the lats here. This can be a little intense, so breathe deeply. And come back through the center and start to roll the other side of the spine. So the goal here is to get those muscles just outside, just lateral of your spinal column. And then drop the hips down, keeping those elbows wide, chest open, rock side to side, open the chest, and then drop back towards the roller. And then come back to the center, keeping the elbows out wide. Try to position the foam roller underneath the shoulder blades. And you'll want to keep the navel in, try to keep your lower back flat, and drop the head back, elbows wide to open the chest. So deep breaths. And then we'll begin some lateral flexion. So flexing to the side, you'll bring your elbow toward the foam roller, cinching up the waist on one side and stretching through the opposite side. So inhale deeply, feel the stretch in between your ribs, the space between the shoulder and the hip gets longer each time you move. Then make your way down onto your back on the mat and position the foam roller at the base of your head. So not under your neck, but under the bony part, the base of your skull. You may need to hold the roller in place. And then you're going to drop your nose to the left side and then the right side, as if you were shaking your head no. Allow your head to be really heavy, as if it was a bowling ball pressing down into the roller. Now begin to circle your nose out to the left and out to the right. Imagine making an infinity sign. So little circles left, little circle right, and then reverse the direction of your circles. So massaging out all of those muscles that help to hold up the weight of your head all day. And allow your head to feel like a bowling ball, super heavy. Just let it rest onto the roller. Now slowly slide the foam roller out from under the neck and release your head down. Relax your whole body into the mat. Let the knees knock in. And take a few really long, slow, deep breaths here. Just relaxing the body. And then hug your knees into the chest. Give a little rock side to side. And when you're ready, you can roll to one side. Gently press yourself up into a comfortable seat. Thanks for joining this upper body, chest, and back foam rolling session.